They say the truth always comes out. Sometimes it takes days, weeks, or even years. But when it does, it hits like a wrecking ball, shattering everything in its path. Imagine being a loyal husband, waiting for your wife to return from a business trip, only to have her waltz in, laughing and glowing like she just had the time of her life. But then, something changes. When she realizes that her secret might not be as hidden as she thought, she panics. This is the jaw-dropping story of how one man uncovered the ultimate betrayal, and how karma came knocking when his wife least expected it. I've noticed only 98% of you who watch haven't subscribed. Come on, guys, show some love and support. Thanks a bunch to those who have already subscribed. Stay with me till the end because this one, oh, it's a roller coaster you don't want to miss. But before we dive in, if you enjoy stories like these, ones that keep you on the edge of your seat, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and drop a comment down below. Let me know if you've ever witnessed a story like this in real life. Your support keeps these stories coming. Now let's get into it. I never thought I'd be the guy telling a story like this. I always saw myself as the lucky one, married to the woman of my dreams, living a stable life, thinking we had built something real. But looking back now, I was just another fool blinded by love. My wife Sarah and I had been married for 6 years. She was ambitious, career-driven, and always talked about climbing the corporate ladder. It never bothered me when she had to take work trips, at least not at first. After all, trust was the foundation of our marriage. Or so I thought. That all changed with one trip, a 5-day business conference in another city. She packed light, kissed me goodbye, and left with that usual confident stride. No hesitation, no second thoughts, just another job to do. But here's where things got strange. The first red flag? Her energy was different. Normally when she traveled, she'd send texts throughout the day, updates, pictures, little things. But this time, silence. I barely got a good morning and a half-hearted busy day, I'll call later. The second red flag? Her social media. Sarah wasn't one to post often, but on previous trips, she'd share work-related things, hotel views, event spaces, the occasional group picture with colleagues. But this time, not a single post. It was like she didn't want any proof of where she was. The third red flag, the late-night call. On the second night around midnight, she finally called me. But instead of her usual warm tone, she sounded distracted. Her words were rushed, as if she was talking in code. I could hear muffled noises in the background. A man's voice. "Who's that?" I asked. She laughed, too quickly. "Oh, just the TV." Now, I'm not an idiot. I knew what I heard, but I let it slide. Maybe I was overthinking. Maybe it really was just the TV. I wish I had trusted my gut. On the 5th day, Sarah returned home. But the moment she walked through that door, something was off. She was glowing. Her skin, her smile, the way she carried herself. It wasn't the look of someone exhausted from work. It was the look of someone who had just lived. And then, she laughed. Not just any laugh, a deep, satisfied, carefree laugh. A laugh that made my stomach twist into knots. That's when I knew. I didn't say anything at first. I watched, observed. I wanted to see if she'd slip up. And oh, did she. That night, while she was in the shower, her phone lit up. A message from someone named Jay. "Last night was amazing. Wish we had more time." My heart stopped. I wasn't even shaking. I was eerily calm. I took a screenshot, forwarded it to my own phone, and placed hers back as if nothing happened. Now it was my turn to play the game. The next morning over breakfast, I slid my phone across the table. "Explain this." Her eyes landed on the screen, and in an instant, her entire body tensed. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. The laughter from the night before? Gone. That confident, glowing woman? Vanished. And then, panic. It's not what it looks like," she stammered. "Oh? Because it looks like you had the time of your life with someone named Jay." She scrambled for excuses. "It was just dinner, networking. Nothing happened." I leaned back, arms crossed. Then why did he say, "Last night was amazing"? Pretty weird way to describe a business dinner. Silence. Then tears. The fake kind. The kind meant to make me feel guilty. "I made a mistake," she whispered. "I was drunk, it didn't mean anything." I laughed. Not the kind she did. Mine was bitter, cold, final. Sarah begged for forgiveness, said it was a moment of weakness, that it wouldn't happen again. But you see, that's the thing about trust. It's like glass. Once shattered, you can never piece it back together the same way. So I did what any self-respecting person would do. I told her to pack her things. And just like that, her panic turned into desperation. She clung to my arm, she pleaded, promised therapy, swore she'd fix everything. But I was already gone. Emotionally, mentally. I had checked out the moment she walked in that door laughing. Divorce papers were served a week later. Cheating isn't just about the act itself. It's about the deception, the manipulation, the betrayal of trust. Sarah thought she could lie, laugh, and move on like nothing happened. But karma has a funny way of working. She lost everything. Her perfect life? Destroyed. And me? Well, I walked away with something more valuable than revenge. Freedom. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping tales from Reddit. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever seen a situation like this unfold? What would you have done? I'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp.